time now. He's 60 years of age. 3 trophies last season. He wants another one here. Remember, he was Jogi Löw's assistant when Germany won the World Cup in 2018 as well. 2014, I should say. That was this final at the Maracanã, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
In Rio.
And interesting to see Madrid going long, straight from Courtois, and don't want to play out from the back. Certainly earlier on, we'll see if that changes. But a couple of little differences already. No messing around from Xabi Alonso, allowing Barcelona to press high up the pitch. Courtois kicks, playing Barcelona's half.
Very tight and a lot of pressure on Lamine Yamal, who has been declared fit. There has been a little bit of an injury concern about him. And remember, one of the stories of the first Clásico of the season was how he wound up Real Madrid, calling them moaners and cheats in the build-up to the game, and Real were really steamed up about that, and he was a factor in a feisty ending as Lewandowski plays a part for the first time here. Then Fermin, bit to do here for Rafinha, a bit too much to do.
It's a corner, I think, Ian. If it went out, it would have been a corner. Interesting to see how Dean Howson and Raul Asensio handle Lewandowski and Rafinha and Lamine Yamal, because they are quite inexperienced. Of course, Fede Valverde's not a right back. Carreras is only at Madrid he's only been there for 6 months, so really interesting.
Great noise in this King Abdullah Sports City Stadium, which holds 62,000. Kept Yamal quiet in that first Clásico. Not many teams have managed to do that. Here's Paul Kubasi, coming up to his 19th birthday. Garcia, the most used player in the Barcelona squad this season. Pedri, the orchestrator-in-chief for Barcelona. Lovely, stylish, fluent footballer. Drifting through those challenges as well. Lewandowski looking to pick up the pieces as that ball just dropped around in the box. Then away by Camavinga for Real Madrid. Joan Garcia, the new goalkeeper this season, quickly off his line in what is his first ever Clásico. He was injured for the first one of the season. Don't be surprised if this gets very, very feisty. There were 8 cards in stoppage time at the end of the first game between these two this season. Pedri and Lunin, who wasn't even on the pitch at the time, both got red cards. Lewandowski did pretty well there to keep that alive. Here's Yamal taking on Carreras. Looking to get onto that left foot of his. Pedri thought about the shot. Yamal again. Koundé. Lewandowski near post. Well watched by Dean Howson.
He thinks it's a corner. Nice play by Barca. Malta, Pedri, Yamal, Koundé, Robert Lewandowski tries. It looked like a corner. It didn't look like it came off Howson. This would be a better angle. Oh, it's 6-1 really. Take your pick. It's that close, so no problem.
Dean Howson, a youngster who was playing for Bournemouth last season in England in the Premier League, transferred for £50 million. That's a few more in dollars. up by Jude Bellingham in the middle of the pitch for Real Madrid. Vinicius' ball. That ball goes into the inside left channel. Vinicius conducting the Real Madrid fans behind the goal. I think Ale Moreno was right pre-match from the studio. This is a big one, isn't it?
Yeah,
for Vinny. He's under the microscope.
Nice run from him, actually. And he tries to put Gonzalo Garcia in, which was the right pass. But Eric Garcia does well. But yes, he needs a big game.
He's gone 16 matches without a goal. Rodrigo is going to take the corner. It's a good punch by Garcia. Lamine Yamal, a slip by Camavinga, has allowed Rafinha here to continue the attack. Well, momentarily anyway. Camavinga. Garcia's waiting in the middle for the cross here, if he can be found. Valverde scored a spectacular goal early on the other night in the semi-final against Atletico.
Yeah, he was just trying to find Bellingham, wasn't he, Valverde? You can see already, Vinny Jr. has the beating of Jules Koundé. He's quicker than him.
Here come Barcelona again with Pedri. It's Koundé, who played in the last World Cup final in that thriller against Argentina. Eric Garcia, Lewandowski to Balde, the left back who scored in the final last year. Rare goal for him, that.
So this is what Madrid do well now under Xavi Alonso. They get back behind the ball.
वेबसाइट में बेगिन चल रही है अभी मैच वेबसाइट पे ऑनलाइन चल रही है लाइव फुल एचडी 4K चल रही है चल रही
है I think we discussed it in the semi-final, didn't we, whether he would play or not. It all depends on how fit he was. He's got a willing deputy just in case, isn't he, in Ferran Torres to come on, like Marcus Rashford to come on if need be. Attacking options galore for Barcelona, so not an issue. Lewandowski playing this evening.
He does have a really good record career-wise, doesn't he, against Real Madrid, going back to the days when he was playing for Dortmund for Jurgen Klopp and scored all 4 in the Champions League semi-final first leg.
Yeah, and against Asensio and Dean Howson. Maybe that's why he's chosen him.
Because Ferran Torres is on the bench. Strong bench. Just a reminder again, no extra time this year. Even if the scores are level, it goes straight to penalties. Balde's got a bit of room if he can keep that in. Not much chance of that. Xavi Alonso here has played in the final for Real Madrid of this competition. Back in 2012, that was 4-4 on aggregate against Barcelona. He usually got a yellow card in Clásicos, he says. So do a lot of other people.
Yeah.
I expect you were a good boy though, weren't you?
In all honesty, I can't remember. I wouldn't have thought I did. But I may well have. Someone will have to tell me, like, a lot of things.
Can't remember.
Yeah. I certainly never got a yellow card.
Jude Bellingham here. And Fede Valverde. It was just burst into rather better form in the last couple of games. That's a painful one for Bellingham, who goes down. It looks like he might be able to run that off, whatever it was. How about that pass from Rafinha? Inch perfect. Back by De Jong, Barcelona keeping the ball impressively. Fermin Lopez and Alejandro Balde.
See what Real Madrid have been doing. Tchouameni's been dropping back into the middle of House and Asensio, almost playing like a sweeper. When Madrid don't have the ball, he drops in. You see him there, being on Lewandowski. They're almost 5 at the back.
Well, they'd be a little bit concerned, wouldn't they, about Barcelona's scoring record against them in recent times. I think any team with a proper hope of beating Barcelona has to defend properly.
Yeah, have to keep them quiet, yeah, definitely. Yeah. The only thing is when Madrid win the ball, Tchouameni's almost a sweeper. It's a long way to go to get to the other end of the pitch. That's the only thing. So it almost invites pressure. He's that deep.
Away goes Vinicius here with clear grass in front of him. Vinicius, can he score? No, he can't. Garcia, routine save really in the end for him.
Yeah, in Vinicius Junior's defence, it was the right idea. The pass to Gonzalo Garcia, I don't think was on. He just needs to open up his body a little bit more and generate a bit more power into that corner.
Well, that was promising for Real Madrid. And that's what they're looking to do, I think. Contain and then counter
break, yeah.
Viciously.
Yes, this is just pace, this. Gets caught in Kubasi and he's away. You see the pass to Gonzalo Garcia is not really on, but the shot was poor. He opens his body up, but not enough. See that angle, he has to be curling it into that far corner to give himself the best possible chance.
They were all going in a couple of seasons ago for him.
Yeah.
There's Rafinha, very deep. Eric Garcia's effort on the back post, put his head in his hands there as if he felt he should have done better with it.
He heads it well, actually, but it hits Alvaro Carreras right in the face. Otherwise, it would have been in the back of the net.
Vinicius has it again and fancies himself now in that battle down that side. It's a good recovery that time.
That was by Rafinha, he did really well as well, the forwards.
He looks in the mood, doesn't he, Vinicius here?
He looks sharp, yeah. There's the chance here, you see, header hits Carreras right in the face, the far post, he didn't know. But he gets his body in the way, which is the most important thing.
That was a big chance when you saw it again.
Yeah.
I guess from the reaction of Eric Garcia that it probably was.
Yeah, it was definitely on target.
Rodrigo with the corner. Garcia's been keeping goals so well for Barcelona. There's a lot of talk that he might become the Spain #1 ahead of Unai Simon. We'll see.
Yeah. I mean, there certainly has to be a conversation, doesn't it? Unai Simon didn't cover himself in glory in the semi-final, where Juan Garcia's been excellent, hasn't he?
Barcelona 5-0 winners over Athletic Club in their semi-final. I worked it out the other day. They've scored 250 goals in the last 1.5 seasons. That's amazing, isn't it? But none here yet.
Yeah, Bellingham just leaving a little tiny bit on Pedri. Don't think much wrong with it. It was a foul, that was all.
Deep to try to be something of a catalyst.
Well, they're nice and condensed actually, Real Madrid, allowing Barca to have the ball there in the defensive third, but trying to press them a bit higher up. Everyone behind the ball again. Gonzalo Garcia dropping it on the right, Rodrigo on the left this time, but behind the ball.
It's a little bit like high-class chess at the moment. Barcelona trying to plot a way through. Eric Garcia looking to change pace of the attack. Rafinha. Then Yamal. Again, he doesn't get to Lewandowski. They've kept the door shut on him so far.
Tchouameni's back there. You see, he's not even shot Tchouameni. There he is. He's playing as a centre defender. They've got three centre-halves, Real Madrid. He has not moved. They're playing a five at the back almost. Fede Valverde, Carreras are almost wing backs. They're back there now because of Balde and Lamine Yamal. But that's what they're hoping. Xavi's almost gone back to his Leverkusen days with three at the back, stroke five at the back.
Yeah.
Didn't play like this in the semi-finals.
That's what it is, isn't it? Look at that back line now. Five of them back there. And they're trying to turn every avenue into a cul-de-sac for
Barcelona. Whoever watches with me wins a gift. Let's watch together. Come over.
Painful one for Jude Bellingham.
He's
another one who's fallen foul of referees in this fixture. Red card in the Copa del Rey final last year between these two. Lucas Vazquez and Rudiger not in the starting lineup. Got red cards as well there. That was another one where it all kicked off.
Yeah, it wasn't actually pleasant at all.
Rudiger
throwing things onto the pitch. It wasn't nice.
I think Rudiger threw a nice pack at the referee, didn't he?
20 yards away, yeah.
Carreras doing his job well. The new signing, new arrival this season from Benfica.
He beats him there, Lamine Yamal, and then slows down and tries to do him again. But in the end, because of the angle of his run, Carreras gets his body across.
Won the header for Barcelona, and Pedri made that look quite easy. Frankie de Jong. It's Camavinga. Real Madrid's game plan is very apparent. Asensio. For Real,
it has to work, Ian, because they're letting Barcelona have so much possession that it's difficult for them if they don't. They can't contain for 90 minutes. Something has to give somewhere.
Lamine Yamal left in a bit of a heat there with Carreras.
Oh, good. Starting to liven up.
Barcelona players with plenty to say. to the referee here, Cunero Montano.
Let's have a look. Yeah, actually, he's late, isn't he? He's way late, actually. He's way late.
He meant that, didn't he?
Yeah.
I don't think that's accidental.
I mean, it doesn't have to be that late. That's the problem. Sometimes it is accidental, but... No yellow card, though, so I presume VAR won't look at it.
I think that's what Barcelona are saying, isn't it? How's that not a yellow?
He's okay though, Lamine Yamal. The referee will be on him though. They're trying to protect him, the Barcelona players. That's what they're trying to do. Put it in the referee's mind that he's been kicked a couple of times now.
Yeah, in the hope that they get the next one.
Yeah.
All teams do it. Rafinha.
Yeah, I thought he was offside, Rafinha. He was.
Scored 5 goals last season against Real Madrid, did Rafinha.
Goes a bit early. Rafinha getting involved like he always does. Gonzalo Garcia.
Sometimes hard to keep the lid on things in these games. Forward by Thibaut Courtois. Here's Gonzalo Garcia, scorer of a hat-trick in the league last week. Getting this chance because of Kylian Mbappe's injury. That's the problem for Real. Mbappe scored nearly half their goals this season. Handball, Kubasi.
Well, it certainly hits his hand. It was accidental, I think we would say that, off Gonzalo Garcia. But Kylian's there. How fit he is, I think, is open to question. Xavi said he'll play if need be.
Yeah, I think he'll be fit if Real go 1-0 bit down.
Yeah, I'll be very surprised.
With half an hour to go.
I'll be very surprised if we see him.
Sprained left knee, some treatment all week, flew in on Friday. Only he really and the physios know about it, how fit he is. I'll say it again, I think ideally they prefer not to use him. Because there are other games to play. Many of them.
Yeah, many of them, you're right. And this is important, of course this is important now. You don't want to lose to your biggest rivals, but the bigger trophies are at the end of the season and they need Kylian Mbappe fit for them.
Mind you, after what happened last season, Real Madrid will be really fired up, having lost all 4 Clásicos to Barca. They've got a measure of revenge with the league win in October and would love to follow it up here. Pedri. Balde.
This is all a little bit slow though for Barcelona, moving it from side to side. They were much quicker against Athletic Club in the semi-final.
Look at those 3 central defenders. Tchouameni's not playing midfield, just like you said, Maka. He's central defence. He's the deepest below him. Lamine Yamal. Koundé. Yamal again. This is more promising for Barcelona. Lewandowski came to the near post. Took the gamble. Never got to him. Rafinha. Oh, he can hit them. And he hit that one. Just starting to make things happen, maybe. Barcelona here.
Because Real Madrid are very deep, aren't they? Very deep. Allowing Barcelona to get to this level here before they press.
Rodri. Rodrigo got a foot in, but he couldn't get the ball back. The game being played almost exclusively in Real's half.
And as I said, Ian, if Real do turn the ball over, it's a long way to go, isn't it, to Juan Garcia's goal.
Well, Carreras has won the ball, but not for long. Courtois, the goalkeeper, has only kept 3 clean sheets in his 17 Clasico matches.
Give the ball back again.
Chouameni won the header. Away by Valverde again, featuring as a right back. Tonight he seems to spend most of his career these days in that position. Barcelona looking to win this Super Cup for the 3rd time in 4 years. Real Madrid for the 3rd time in 5 years.
That's a nice play.
Now they played through the lines. This is a little bit different. Frenkie de Jong just about got it through to Yamal. Lewandowski. Yamal again. You know what he's looking for when he gets the ball out there. This time they know what he's about, and Bellingham was in the exact space he wanted to go into.
Yeah, he lost control of the ball. Lamine Yamal. They have a water break, cooling break.
Which is necessary, even at 10:30 at night, local time. That's a Rafinha effort. Incidentally, both these sides will be in action in midweek in the Copa del Rey. Albacete against Real Madrid on Wednesday at 3 Eastern, and Racing against Barcelona on Thursday at 3 Eastern. All the Copa del Rey games are on ESPN+. Of course, these water breaks have turned into de facto coaching sessions.
Yep.
Mbappe, by the way, who you saw waiting and maybe hoping to see some action, has got 6 goals in his last 4 assignments against Barca.
Yeah, and the way Barca play, you think, of course, in their high line, the pace of killing Mbappe, you think it would suit them, but it'd be interesting if Kylian Mbappe could play the way here tonight, what Xabi Alonso wants them to do, because they're very deep, they're all behind the ball. And it doesn't suit somebody like Kylian Mbappe. Of course he could do it, but it wouldn't suit his ability up top, would it, at all? So it'll be interesting to see how long they play like this, Xabi Alonso and his boys.
Xabi Alonso has not had an easy time since taking over, with a lot of debate, even some suggestion that he might go after just a few months. So he needs this, doesn't he?
It's ridiculous when you think of it. He's sitting second in La Liga, 4 points behind a wonderful Barca team. He's in the Super Cup final.
Seems to be the way in the modern game, doesn't it?
Easy, isn't it? This Florentino, he wasn't there for the semi-final. He's here for the final.
Best seat in the house,
Best seat in the house, yeah. Alongside Juan Laporta on the opposite end to keep them apart.
The coaching session has been delivered. Of course, Real Madrid will have planned not only for the tactics they're employing here, but how they change that if they go behind.
Yeah.
And maybe Hansi Flick, the Barca coach, was expecting something like this. cut out by Balde. Inside by Raul Asensio, who's picked up a knock there.
Yeah, Balde just caught him this time around and snap on his foot, and it was too bad.
Rodrigo to nod it forward. It's an opportunity here for Garcia, which he doesn't take.
He doesn't take at all, Ian. He doesn't take at all. He's in front of Kubarsi and he doesn't generate any power at all. He elects to go onto his right foot. He may have been better staying away onto his left foot, striking across the goalkeeper, because in the end he's a bit flat-footed. Ball's in front of him. He can't get any power behind it.
You see, for all Barcelona's possession, Real Madrid have had two big chances in the game.
Yeah.
Gonzalo couldn't beat his namesake there. Pedri with a bit of an opening here, maybe. Fermin Lopez was arriving, but under too much pressure.
World Cup was na left mere ko lo.
Carreras, the left back, gets right across the
World Cup
field.
left
Good ball by Rafinha into Pedri, and as he
Oh,
pulls
TV
it
will
back,
change
Carreras
here,
just
because
does
project
enough. You see where the left back is now, Ian?
TV
Look, trying to get across.
pata nahi kitna
Does enough. Him and Dean Howson.
Been some reports, I don't know the strength of them, linking Fermin Lopez with a possible move to Chelsea. Raka laughs.
Sorry. It's just that Chelsea get linked with absolutely everybody, everybody. And it may be true. Why would you leave Barcelona to go and play for Chelsea at this moment in time?
Well, only because Barcelona may need to cash somebody in with their parlous financial situation. They wouldn't want to, of course. It may just be all we talk. Lewandowski played it wide, and there's a wonderful chance here for Rafinha, who makes a horrible mess of it. So unlike him, he's wondering, what did I do there?
I'll tell you what he does, he takes it too early. All he has to do is let it bounce one more time across his body onto his left foot, smash it home, but he takes it too early. He goes there, just let it bounce across you. He's unbalanced when he takes the shot on.
What a chance. Biggest one of the game. And you'd have put the house on Rafinha putting that away.
With his record against Madrid, I tell you what though, Ian, what a ball it was. What a pass to him by Lamine Yamal. It was a beaut over the top.
Just a bit more space beginning to appear here now. Here's Rafinha again. And this time he's put it away. Barcelona lead, and Rafinha continues his goal glut against Real Madrid. A much, much harder chance.
Isn't football a strange game, Ian, at times? He misses an easier chance, and then there, you're almost saying, pass it to Lamine Yamal, who's free. But he has one more touch and then goes through the legs. I think it's a Raul Asensio. So almost inciting Thibaut Courtois. And then it's in the back of the net.
What happened to Xabi Alonso's blanket defence here?
Yeah, it makes a fool out of you. I know it's Tchouaméni. Look at Yamal. But he has one more touch and then that opens Tchouaméni's legs. And then he fires through it. The goalkeeper can't see. Anyway, Rafinha does what Rafinha does against Real Madrid, he scores. And Barca have 1-0 up, they've just upped the tempo, made chances these last couple of minutes since the cooling break. And they've gone into the lead.
6 goals in 6 matches over the last 2 seasons of Clásicos for Rafinha. And that's what Jude Bellingham thinks about it. And everybody who follows Real Madrid. Somehow Barcelona suddenly creating a couple of chances right on the back of that water break.
mean, they have dominated possession, haven't they? And it's unlike Real Madrid to play like this because of the players that they are. Naturally, they're very gifted. They want to play further forward. They want to create. They want to be off the cuff. Yet they're sort of handcuffed to the style of Xabi Alonso's.
Lamine Yamal went past Carreras like he wasn't there, but couldn't find a pass to Rafinha.
It was a poor ball by Lamine Yamal, but what an incredible talent he is, Ian. I know we say it before, but 18-year-olds don't play football like this with the body shape and the movements and the way they hit balls like this. Not consistently at 18. It is unreal to see him.
He is a freakish, phenomenal talent.
Yes, he is. It's amazing that we've got talented players like this because we haven't seen anything like this. Gives the ball away. Sloppy as you like again.
Now the question for me here is, have Real Madrid got an answer to this? 7 minutes to half time.
I personally don't see why they're playing with three centre defenders. To losing a body in midfield, you could easily have House and Asensio on Lewandowski. Carreras, Fede Valverde on Yamal and Rafinha, and get Tchouaméni into the centre of the pitch because they're not controlling it. They're getting ahead and back. The Barca are too good with the ball.
Yeah, sorry, Macro. I was just about to say those misses by Vinicius and then Gonzalo Garcia look expensive now.
Very. I mean, we haven't seen a replay of the Gonzalo Garcia chance. I'd like to see it, to see what his body position was like, but straight away you think to yourself, if that was Mbappe with his pace, it's in the back of the net and the 1-0 up, not 1-0 down.
It increases the chances. I think we see Mbappe maybe even at the start of the second half. Frankie de Jong for Barcelona, who's just upped the tempo a little, I fancy, since talking to Hansi Flick while they were getting refreshment. And they have Real where they want them at the moment.
Yeah, you've got Gonzalo Garcia, the centre forward, running round, trying to close down all over the pitch.
There's Yamal again, skips away from Carrera, finds a good ball. Lopez's effort beaten away by a grateful Courtois, but that was electric again from Barcelona.
Yeah, it's the number 10, isn't it, the superstar. How quick's this, and more importantly, look at that little lovely ball down the pitch. Takes the shot on. It's simple enough for Courtois, but it's just the building of pressure. Madrid need to get to half-time now.
Yeah, go in and have another think about it.
Regroup.
So this is a danger period. They can't afford to let in another one. Pedri fancies the volley. Does he know he doesn't? And another Lamine Yamal effort beaten away on the near post by a very busy Thibaut Courtois.
Yeah, there's a mismatch. Yamal and Rodrigo, two forwards onto each other. There's only one winner there. Madrid have got bodies back, thankfully.
See, that time he went the other way.
Yeah, oh yeah, right, left. He's not bothered about that. That's why he's so good.
And the defenders don't know, do they?
No.
What's going to happen next?
Because he's quick and he's nimble, and his body shape is very good. You don't know where he's going.
How many minutes does Kylian Mbappe have in him? He's going to be needed, I fancy, here.
I think they're taking a chance putting him on, I really do. What I've heard, I think they're taking a chance.
And you've got the inside track, usually, on things at Real Madrid.
This is all very easy, isn't it? Because Real Madrid have got an extra body in there. Just
chasing shadows at the moment.
You've got Jude Bellingham and Camavinga, and you've got Pedri, Fermi, and Frankie de Jong just playing around. It's not fair.
It's going to be given as a free kick. Real Madrid were dreaming of another counter-attack there.
Nothing wrong with that one, actually. There was nothing wrong with that. There's the chance, the Gonzalo Garcia chance here. Just doesn't generate any power. Oh, body up, steps across the ball and ups his body up. He needs to carry on onto his left foot. And then the Barcelona player, Kubarsi, either brings him down or he gets a good left-footed shot away. But in the end, it was a nothing effort.
Barcelona have now scored in 27 of their 28 matches. This season, the exception being the 3-0 Champions League defeat they suffered at Stamford Bridge against Chelsea. Yamal again. Took a lot of criticism after the first Clasico this season. I think he's giving one or two answers today. I mean, his comments before that game were ill-advised.
Absolutely,
to put it
absolutely.
mildly, winding up the opposition the way he did.
He doesn't need to do it, Ian. He's better. He should be better than that. Barca should knock him on the head and say, listen, you don't need that. And some of the antics last year, you know, getting the trophy off the king, and it's certain things you just don't need to do.
He is only 18. Here he is again. Hard to believe that's another good-looking idea towards Lewandowski, who's kicking himself a bit, but he did make a bit more of that.
Yeah, I mean, he's 18 and he's brilliant. He's the best player that they have. I mean, he just makes things happen constantly, unstoppable at times. Look at him here, and look at the pass. It's the fact that he's got an end product. You know, that pass is on. Lewandowski probably should have let him run across his body onto his left foot, but he's trying to chop inside Tchouaméni.
You noticed Lewandowski applauded the pass.
Yes.
It's a corner kick to Barcelona. They're able to defend that one, but the next attack is never far away.
Madrid have no outlet at all. They'll have to change. They can't just play on the counter-attack because they haven't got the ball.
Valde for a dominant Barcelona.
I mean, the statistics, the possession stats must be one of the highest ever between these two teams.
Trying to bring you those when we get handed to them. Pedri's slipped inside here. Nelson gets it away. Real can't get it right. Give the ball straight back. Eric Garcia. Tchouaméni got it away. Gonzalo Garcia did okay there. Now Vinicius in another foot race with Koundé. Great work from him. Can he finish it here?
Yeah.
Oh yes, he can. Solo goal. There's his answer. That's the end of the goal drought. Real Madrid equalise right at the stroke of half-time. Sensational goal from Vinicius Junior.
Wow, moments in the first half. Anything you can do, I can do better. Vinny Junior causing absolute chaos as Jules Koundé down that left-hand side. But this was much more. What a response on the stroke of half-time. Clear the lines, Gonzalo Garcia, Fermin Lopez tries to bring them down, but you think he's got, how much has he got to do? There's 4 Barca shirts. Does Koundé, back through his legs, in between him and Pedri, takes his time outside of Kubarsi to open the angle up. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant.
Vinicius Junior still got it, all right.
Look at this angle through the legs of Kunde, but he doesn't panic here. Ian has another touch and then chops back outside Kubarsi. What a finish.
That is one of the great goals. It really is. The first time he scored since October the 4th.